So there's been some early screenings for the Marvels movie, which I keep saying is going to be an absolute atrocity and an affront to humanity, along with most of the world. But the people who previewed and screened it early are not liking it either, which is kind of weird because the media shills are usually all over high praises for anything Disney does. But I got a couple different articles, so I'm going to go over those. As you can see here, we've got the Rotten Tomato meters already at 55%. This movie is going to bomb in the box office. I'm going to love to see that Five Nights at Freddy does better than the Marvels. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video out. Now, let's get into these articles. Here from The Hollywood Reporter, the Marvels divides movie critics. Breezy fun versus abject misery. And at this point, I think we can tell who's still on the payroll and who's not. And all this is coming out ahead of the earnings call that should be happening today, which I'm going to keep an eye on and try and listen to that, see what exactly is going on. I'm expecting this to be an absolute week of disaster for Disney, and I can't love it more. The latest Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, because they got to put a woman in it and make her lame and gay, is getting rather mediocre notices with just out of the gate Rotten Tomato scores in the mid 50s, which would make it one of the weakest MCU titles ever. Well, no shit. But what's interesting is that many reactions to the Marvels are also intensely polarized, with some insisting the film is delightful fun, while others are calling the movie abject misery, turgidly mindless, and a new low for Marvel. And if you've watched any of these series and you think any of them are good over the last couple of years, you're out of your damn mind. In general, the more traditional news outlets tend to skew against the film, while some of the more fan-focused entertainment sites are much more positive. Overall, it seems like the more one has invested in watching all the previous MCU movies and titles and TV shows, the more likely they are to dig the Marvels and understand it. It's not about understanding it. Nothing matters. They just make all the women fucking Mary Sues that are incapable of failure, always fucking win, are always better than everybody else, and everybody else gets shit on. It doesn't matter what they did in the Avengers. Because all that's out the window. Because now we got a multiverse, and Nick Fury is a beta cuck and just got saved by a bunch of women because woman power. Yeah, good fucking job. But if we jump over to the New York Post, the Marvels review, the worst MC movie yet. If you thought Eternals and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania were low points for the limping Marvel's universe, strap in for the ride of abject misery. Barely directed by Nia DaCosta, it's not so much a story of Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau as it is a sad study of the downfall of America's favorite screen franchise. Well, finally, after all the years of saying this is what they're fucking doing, this is where it's going, they're like, oh, well, this one's bad. No, they've all been bad. I didn't even like Endgame. I didn't. It wasn't a good movie. It was okay, but it wasn't good. Once again, we get an MCU film featuring characters we don't care a lick about, even though they beg us to like meowing cats and feeding time. Once again, we get an MCU film that we're told cost $270 million to make. It appears to be as pricey as season 5 of Stargate SG-1. Fuck you, Stargate SG-1 is fantastic. Yeah, and it's way higher than $270 million. I'd put money on that. Once again, we trudge out to the end of the MCU, the 33rd morning. How much longer can this godforsaken cinematic universe possibly drag on? Well, as long as you media shills are, saying how good Disney is and how diverse and woke it is and everything fantastic while they lose hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, which, like I said, earnings call today. I'm excited. Maybe we can see Bob Iger get fucking ousted. Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, Carol Danvers, one of the most hateable actresses in Hollywood. I said one of them. A lot of them are coming forward. Is a too powerful alien with roughly a third of the personality of Captain Spock. No, Spock has more personality than Brie Larson, period. That doesn't matter. That's the character. Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, is a hyperactive Jersey City teen and nascent superhero who's cloyingly obsessed with the captain. Yeah, it's a fucking lesbian love triangle. And Monica Rambeau appears as a kid in Captain Marvel, which was set in 1995, but got powers as an adult in WandaVision. WandaVision was shit. It was annoying. I hated it. Behold the film's wildly innovative plot. I hope that's satire. The trio must prevent another forgettable villain from getting her hands on another vaguely important object. Seems easy enough, but there's so much more to turn our poor minds to mush. Oh, this has been every Marvel's movie for the last couple of years. Every single fucking one of them. Shitty plot contrivances. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about the fucking plot. I'm not going to watch it. I really don't care. So let's hop over to the Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. While Iman Vellani is an absolute delight as Miss Marvel and the film is superficially fun, the story and tone are a complete mess. It feels like big chunks in the movie are missing. The movie never figures out what it wants to be or where it's going. It's because they don't know. They have no idea what they're doing. Here's a shill review. The Marvels is an electric blast of welcome, pure, and multiplied girl power. What a fucking beta. None of them are going to sleep with you. Just stop. Wait, hold on. Original score 3 out of 5. So either he saw it and changed his review because somebody fucking paid him. No, that's pretty much what it is. Let's be honest. That's more than likely what it is. Here we go. Another one. The Marvels is the same movie you've seen before, not necessarily done better or worse, just the same. No, it's definitely done worse. It's finally official. The MCU is an identity crisis. The film is a groovy, schizophrenic, cluttered mishmash of tone and pace with a script so paper thin that the story hardly justifies the merciful Marvel Studios 100-minute runtime. Oh my god. Oh, of course, fucking Grace Randolph, that stupid twat waffle. The Marvels is a lot of fun, and at 1 hour and 45 minutes, short and sweet. The chemistry between the three leads is fantastic, plus the action scenes are inventive. No, they're fucking basic. I've literally seen better action, just from the previews, in fucking 80s TV series. It may not have broad appeal, but with some it will really connect. Who? The people drooling over themselves, saying how good Marvel is, how fantastic Disney is? Bullshit. Grace Randolph is the worst shill of them all. Cannot stand that fucking broad. Oh, here we go. The chance to feature 3 lead female characters is worthwhile. No, it's not. But these personas are so poorly scripted, the audiences will surely feel the grating lack of chemistry and creativity. Because you've got 3 women written by women who are trying to pretend to be men. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. They've never had direction. This whole gender swapped and race swap stuff doesn't work. That's why they're failing. They're utterly failing. Oh my god. Even when they're criticizing it, they're still being simps for a corporation. Imagine that. Simping for a corporation. God, the number of times I've told people, like, no, as soon as a company fucks up, I'm gone. I have no loyalty to companies. I barely have loyalty to people because people are often shit. People often change. And sometimes not for the better. That's why I'm not loyal to anyone. I mean, hell, I've done it here on my channel where I'm going over some shit from Bounding into Comics, and I'm like, no, that's stupid. Y'all are retarded. Like, because you need to tell people that. This whole thing about all these positive reviews where you got to shill for these mega corporations. Fuck off. So I don't know what I'm going to do about the Disney earnings call, but I'm definitely going to listen to it. I'll probably have a video tomorrow trying to summarize everything. That should be interesting. And I hope it's so bad that they can just out Bob Iger and do a hostile takeover and just rework all of Disney. But anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section because I absolutely thought this was hilarious and loved it. But do you think I'm right? Do you think Five Nights at Freddy's is going to do better than the Marvels? I hope it does. I would die laughing. But guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video out. It really does help, and I appreciate it. But until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.